Pause for a moment. Not your scrolling, not your notifications, not the noise. You. Pause and think. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Not entertained, not distracted, not temporarily happy. Alive. Most people can't remember, because most people aren't living. They are repeating. You wake up, reach for your phone, scroll through lives that aren't yours, absorb opinions you didn't choose, rush into routines you never questioned, and before the day even begins, you are already elsewhere. Then the script runs. Same coffee, same roads, same worries, same conversations, same thoughts looping quietly in the background. Different day, same mind. And we call this life. But is it life or is it maintenance? Maintenance of comfort, maintenance of identity, maintenance of expectations, maintenance of survival. Because real living requires awareness, and awareness changes everything. Awareness makes you ask dangerous questions. Why am I doing this? Why am I chasing this path? Who am I trying to impress? Why am I afraid to change? And questions like these don't whisper, they shake foundations. So instead of questioning, we stay busy. Noise is safer than silence. Distraction is safer than reflection. Because in silence, you meet yourself. And that meeting can be terrifying. You might discover you are not fulfilled. You might discover you are pretending. You might discover the life you built was designed for approval, not for meaning. So we escape. We scroll, we binge, we consume, we distract. We call it relaxing, but sometimes it's hiding. Look around. People aren't exhausted from effort, they're exhausted from emptiness. There is a difference. A person working toward purpose can endure exhaustion and still feel alive. But a person drifting through meaninglessness can feel tired even after resting. Because humans don't just need comfort, we need meaning. And meaning does not come from imitation, it comes from confrontation, from asking, what actually matters to me? Not to society, not to my friends, not to my family, to me. But that question demands courage, because if the answer contradicts your current life, change becomes inevitable. And change threatens security, it threatens identity, it threatens familiarity. And familiarity feels safe, even when it is slowly suffocating you. Here is a quiet truth. You don't lose your life suddenly. You lose it gradually, in unnoticed repetitions, in risks avoided, in dreams postponed, in ideas never attempted, in truths never spoken, in days that feel identical. Then, one morning, you look up and years have passed. Nothing dramatic happened, no explosion, no collapse, just a slow fading of curiosity, a quiet surrender of boldness, a soft reduction of wonder. You became more careful, more quiet, more acceptable, less alive. That isn't aging, that is shrinking, and it happens silently, until success feels empty, comfort feels heavy, and late at night you ask, is this it? That question is not a breakdown, it is a breakthrough. It means something inside you refuses to sleep forever. That voice inside you is the beginning of awakening. Living is not about escaping responsibility, it is about escaping unconsciousness. It is choosing instead of drifting, creating instead of consuming, feeling instead of numbing, questioning instead of copying, growing instead of settling. It is sitting with discomfort long enough to hear what it is trying to teach you. It is risking misunderstanding. It is choosing truth over approval. Yes, it can be lonely, because when you wake up, you notice how many people are still asleep. Asleep in routine, asleep in fear, asleep in borrowed dreams. But once you see, you cannot unsee. And that is where freedom begins. Right now, in this moment, you are not stuck. You are not trapped. You are one decision away from awareness. Not a dramatic transformation, one honest step, one brave conversation, one uncomfortable truth, one moment of clarity. That is how real living begins. Not with applause, not with perfection, but with awareness. So, tonight, before you sleep, don't ask what you accomplished. Ask, did I show up consciously today? Did I choose or drift? Did I feel or numb? Did I grow or repeat? Because the goal is not to be busy. The goal is to be awake. Don't just exist. Don't just repeat. Wake up inside your own life and live it intentionally.